Hey everybody, Sharon here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, grabbing the Gutsy Adventurer achievement. This is going to cover our first playthrough of the game. Make sure you start up a new game on one player. For your difficulty, I recommend doing this on easy. It doesn't really matter what difficulty you do, since we will be coming back when we unlock extreme, and the difficulty related achievements do stack, so don't worry about that. For your class, I recommend picking the human archer. You can pick whatever, but the human archer has the best compatibility with weapons, so that might save you a little trouble later on. Whatever the case, for starting the game for the first time, you should be good for the Baldur's Gate achievement for 50 gamer score. After the opening cutscenes and all that stuff, and you get control of your character, punch in this handy dandy cheat code: left bumper, right trigger, Y left on the D-pad, and start to bring up the dev menu. Make sure you turn invulnerability on, and then take advantage of the level warp to warp you anywhere you want in the game. Our first destination is going to be Tower H, so make sure you warp over there. Then what you want to do is you want to make sure you head down towards the Black Forge. There's going to be a weapon rack right here. Make sure you grab the weapon and then pick it up. Hopefully your character can equip it. Again, it's going to be class dependent, so make sure you try to equip it. If it doesn't work, you are going to have to start over and re-roll your character. But nonetheless, once you have the weapon in hand, make sure you take out this iron golem looking guy. So just make sure you smack him around a bit. It should take about 2 to 4 minutes to kill him with default stats and this weapon, but the prize for killing him is going to be the strongest weapon in the game, so might as well take the time out here so we can save a bunch of time later. So once you kill him, you should get some XP as well, so you should get the Young Hero achievement for 50 gamer score. But the big reason we decided to defeat him was to grab the Onyx Sword, so make sure you grab that off the ground. If you really want to, you could put all that XP towards some stats, so just make sure you dump that into whatever you want. Just play around with the stat distribution and then just pick whatever perks you want. Nonetheless, the important thing you want to do after picking up the Onyx Sword is to equip it, so make sure you do that. And that should significantly increase our damage output. Once you have the sword, make sure you run back upstairs. You want to make sure you make a save. This is going to save us a little bit of time for a later achievement, so make sure you make your save in this room. Then we're going to bring up the cheat menu again, and we're going to use the teleport feature to warp over to B Throne. This is where the first boss is going to be. So warp over here and then make your way forward, and then with the new super duper powerful sword in hand, you should be able to defeat him in a matter of seconds. So after the cutscene plays out, just make sure you keep swiping him, and then once he goes down, you should defeat him. In order to get the count for the win, you have to step through the teleportation gate, so just make sure you step through it. It's that starry looking gate in the background. Go up to it and hit X. You should get another cutscene and a transition card. And in the midst of this, you should be good for this achievement, Sunset Mountains, for 50 gamer score. And that's for defeating the first major boss in the game. Then we're going to use the cheat again to warp over to the second boss. So level warp, and this time you want to make sure you head on over to Ice Cave 3. So warp over there, and then again, using our super duper powerful sword as well as our invincibility cheat, we should be able to defeat the boss. So same strategy as last time, just go up to the Ice Dragon and then start smacking it with our super duper OP sword and invincibility. Once you take it out, we are going to have to hop through that teleportation gate once more for yet another cutscene, and that should take us to the next area where we're supposed to get going, but more importantly, it gets us our next achievement. There it is. It's going to be for 50 gamer score. And then we're going to move on to the last boss of the game. Instead of walking there, we can just teleport. So again, bring up the cheat menu, level warp. This time you want to make sure you go to Tower T, and that should be the last location on the list and the last location in the game. We are going to defeat this lady named Eldrith, so make sure you beat her. She's a little tough, rightfully so, since she is the last boss, but that's nothing cheat codes and the most OP sword can't take care of. So just make sure you lay the smackdown on her, and then once she goes down, we should get a cutscene where she melts, and then we are going to have to hop through one last teleportation gate in order to get to the end of the game. So during the last cutscene, we should unlock the achievement. There it is, 150 gamer score. More importantly, we should also unlock a gauntlet mode, which is key to unlocking extreme, and we will cover those two playthroughs in later videos. But that's going to be it for this part, and that's all there is to it.